That's right. I don't think the Warriors are ever going to win a championship again with this big three. I don't even think they'll sniff a conference finals or damn near probably even make the playoffs. Last night, we'll get straight to the game. Sacramento Warriors, I have the highlights up. Just look like Steph Curry and the band. Um, what stood out to me the most, everyone's going to know 0 for 10, 31 minutes for Klay Thompson. That's absolutely ridiculous. I get it's Klay Thompson. His injuries are the reason he's washed. But you cannot go play or you cannot play 31 minutes, go 0 for 10. It went from the Splash Bros to the Puddle Man. Um, Draymond Green had 12 points. Pretty much their whole starting and most of the bench was plus minus of minus 10 or 20. Moses Moody was plus 3, played 16 minutes, and had like 14, 13 points. I wasn't too sure. I have to check again. But he was the only one that looked solid. Kaminga looked decent. When you look back when the season started, you're thinking when they get Chris Paul, oh, okay, I can see how the Warriors can do it, how they could make a run. But then as the season goes on, and then your mind starts to think about it, you're like, yeah, I think getting an old Chris Paul coming off the bench ain't enough, and that's not a good idea. But last year when they played Sacramento, went to 7, down to the wire. So you knew Sacramento was out for blood in Sacramento for this playing. I don't get why they didn't run so many more screens for Steph Curry. They did it a little bit in the first half. In the second half, there was a couple, but that was what was working. They should have had a lot of screens, off-ball screens for Steph Curry. Sorry if you see my daughter in the back, by the way. But it's also crazy to me, too, that the rookie played 10 minutes, and then we finally get a Kevon Looney appearance. He played 10 minutes because you could tell the center, the rookie for the Warriors, was rattled. So they had to switch it up. And then plus with Sabonis out there as well. I don't know. But I also was thinking, too, is it's crazy how the Warriors are 0-3 in the play-in tournament. I didn't even know they were in the play-in tournament 3 times. But they're 0-3 and haven't won one. And even for more facts, I don't even think a 10th seed since the play-in tournament in any conference or any team has even won being the 10th seed going to the playoffs. So that has yet to happen. So odds weren't in their favor anyway. So my dumbass picked the Warriors. I don't know why, because then when I was watching the game, I'm like, yeah, Sacramento's way better, even though they're banged up, had no Malik Monk. They're just way better. And I thought Clay should have been benched at one point because he just had no juice. Like I said, everyone else but Moses Moody and Steph Curry were sus on the court. They couldn't guard Fox. Fox was making tough shots. Harrison Barnes was getting a couple threes here and there, which is an ex-Warrior, by the way. So, this is the end of the era. This team from a 72 or 73-9 team from the KD winning back-to-back, from Steph Curry getting a net finals MVP. This is it for this Warriors core. I don't think this is it for Steph Curry. I think he has to now make a decision whether if he wants to stay with the Warriors or leave. I still think he can win a 1 or 2 championships. It's about his legacy and how he feels about that. But what I was going to say is, back to the center point, it blows my mind that Steph Curry has never played with an all-star center, like a premium center. I mean, if anything, you could say DeMarcus Cousins that 1 year when they signed him with $5 million, but he was coming off injuries and he was washed and he was on the backside. But that kind of blows my mind that we did not get to see a Golden State Warriors with a Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis type center. I know money, salary, all that plays in effect, but this was the season to have that position, and it clearly showed. I know they drafted James Wiseman, and you thought that would have worked out, but it didn't. So That's crazy. The future doesn't look bright. They don't own their first round pick for next year. They only have a second. I believe 2025 is when they start getting the first round again. So Steve Kerr's probably gonna retire. There's so many questions asked. I do know one that needs to be answered is I think it's time for them to let go of Klay Thompson and upgrade that shooting guard position. I think they should have gone for Zach LaVine when they had the chance or some type of player in that realm. But I understand loyalty over everything, and that's what it got you. The whole situation with Draymond Green this year. And by the way, this is one of his best three-point shooting seasons, so that's pretty cool. It's not much to say, but yeah, like I was dumb for thinking the Warriors were gonna make it out. I really thought they were. I am that much of a Steph Curry believer himself, but there is absolutely no help on that team. Like I said, maybe Moody and Kaminga. As far as for Sacramento, they're nasty, and I think that series against OKC is going to be nice. That is going to be an interesting series. It's better because OKC is playing against a playoff team that doesn't have that much experience, except for what they did last year against the Warriors, or excuse me, yeah, but or a few years ago, excuse me, against the Warriors. I'm not too sure, dude. I don't even remember, man. I'm losing memory, but you get what I mean. Um, there, yeah, this is it. This Warrior, it was fun to watch this Warrior dynasty, but the league is only getting better. You guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Um, yeah, that this is the playing tournament, baby. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.